You may have noticed yesterday that there were 3 different videos all in one day, and there were so many things that I wanted to kind of pack into the end of 2021 that I ran out of time and ultimately had just a bunch of videos in that day. So today we've got a bit of a shorter video, and ultimately it revolves around this guy right here, which is unfortunately a quite uneven level 9 red deer, but I decided to get back out here on the grind. This is in fact my first run since yesterday's stream, so I would say this is a respawn from that, but I just wanted to get out here on the red deer grind and pretty much hunt until we saw a level 9 in hopes of getting our first diamond of 2022. So with his head up, hopefully maybe we can get a shot when his head is up and that hind's head is not up. I'm pretty sure that would have been a hind headshot instead of a stag heart shot, so we'll try to wait for a better shot. It looks like they're gonna be a little more in sync this time. And if we can get back on him at 300 meters, that guy is down. Now, unfortunately, we didn't really get to see him drop because recoil problems with the M1, but nice to bring him down. Now, that's the 3rd time that we've seen an uneven red deer stag. Our first Diamond True Axe red deer ever had that kind of uneven rack. And then we had, actually oddly enough, our first, this is working out well, our first diamond red deer of the Great One red deer grind was uneven. If this guy makes it, our first diamond at all in 2022 is also going to be that uneven rack. It must just be a rack of firsts. Well, I guess it wouldn't be a red deer hunting video without some wolves going aggressive. By the way, one red deer that I shot there before the level 9 showed up, so I guess we can pick that up as well. Now that does mean we need to be careful as far as pressure. There are quite a number of wolves. We shot a mythical out of this pack. I believe it was this pack on the stream that I referenced. They are getting quite loud, but I'm trying to look for the males. There's a couple of 6s, and what I've done before, kind of to avoid getting too much pressure into leading stones here, is climb into this tripod, hopefully before they manage to kill us. And a lot of times they end up fleeing, but if we can pick out a level 6 or 2 that maybe will sit still for more than half a second, I'd like to get to bring them down. Gotta do what you gotta do to get them, but yeah, usually once you shoot one out of the tripod, they leave. And that resulted in 2 male wolf kills, which, you know, I figure while we're doing this grind, we might as well take as many as we can. If we can, you know, get a random bonus diamond wolf, we ultimately did get a diamond. They're called gray-brown now, but the old common. I still would love, because we have a gray and a winter as our other 2 diamond gray wolves in that multi-mount, if we could have like a pristine or maybe a rare or something, just because the other 2 are uncommon diamonds already, that would be pretty neat. So nice to kind of work on respawns as we go along. And I think, yeah, we picked up that other little red deer as well, so we should be set to go across and grab our 9, which, by the way, all the hinds have returned evidently. You know, it's definitely not my favorite rack, and actually I'd been wanting to get one with both sides like this top antler here to kind of understand the true score. It's just, I don't think it can be done when they're uneven, but at 254.2, he's definitely, what, a good bit over diamond. He's 3.2 above. We've had multiple with like even racks from this side that were a lot closer to being a troll. 291 meter heart shot right in the top of the heart there. And that's so interesting. I don't know how long exactly red deer true X have been out. It feels like probably a year and a half. And the only 3 uneven ones we've had have been first in some way. I just find that interesting. After, especially on this grind, I would think in total 20 diamond red deer or more. But I think we are just going to go back to the trophy lodge and take a look at that guy, just to kind of add to our red deer lodge. And we did a trophy lodge tour of the main lodge, kind of entering into 2022, so maybe a mini red deer lodge tour is in order. I went through and counted, and fittingly enough, that was our 12th diamond of the red deer Great One grind. And to start off 2022 like that, I had no idea that that was the number that we were on, but that just worked out pretty good. And I also counted 8 rares in total from this grind, counting the 1 melanistic female hind, which actually I think is the one in this multi-mount. We had also a little piebald stack back there in the back, and we'll kind of go through everything real quick and take a look. But that one was an initial Aurora spawn when we were kind of still trying to figure out if it was a Great One Red Deer or Fallow. But we've had a couple of small rares, a little albino silver and melanistic silver. Also in here, a melanistic silver that scored almost exactly the same. A little lower despite the fact that he looks bigger to me. Like I said, that melanistic hind that came, I can only assume, from an accidental hind shot. Like, we almost shot that one in the head getting our diamond today. Pretty sure it came from something like that and ended up respawning as a rare, but a bunch more absolutely tiny rare red deer. Probably a level 4 albino, a level 4 piebald, and I think this was a level 6 piebald. By the way, every rare from this grind has been silver or lower. We've had no gold rares. It's almost the exact opposite of the whitetail Great One grind. By the way, one of these racks that I mentioned, that is a 251.8, so he only made it by 0.8, even though it looks, to me, way better than the uneven racks, but a couple of bigger ones, 263 and 266.9 back there. And to kind of circle back to the whitetail, I mean, we had 2 super rares and like 4 gold rares. It's just kind of worked out the exact opposite, but a couple more big ones there, 255, 265, and our new one at 254. And to kind of go through the main area we've been doing, I'm not sure why I chose this one to go in the multi-mount, a 264.7. I probably should put a rare there, especially given the fact that we've gotten more than, but that's with an old piebald, as is the little albino, which would have been one of our first rares, and the little piebald I mentioned, that one was just simply a Aurora initial spawn. But to go through the diamonds, we had a 267.1, a 265.5, the other uneven one at 252, our first on this grind, oddly enough on 1111. Then our only kind of small rack, 251.4, it might still be the smallest one. I didn't realize it had scored that low. And I think our biggest of the grind at 267.3, that's our kind of mini Red Deer Lodge tour. And I mentioned it in the main lodge tour. If and when this Great One grind is completed, I probably am going to at least take like the biggest diamond red deer out and put them in the main lodge. I like having that with the whitetail grind, like some of the better kills from that are still in that lodge. So that is going to be the plan, and hopefully the Red Deer Great One is not that far off. But anyway, that is going to do it for this short video, so thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.